Hey everybody, it's the coach, and this is Madden 19 on EA Sports. Up next, we've got what should be an intriguing matchup between the Cleveland Browns and the Washington Redskins. With that, let's get on up to FedEx Field near Washington. Standing by for the call of this one, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. A few minutes ago, it sounded like the 4th of July on the National Mall as the hometown Redskins were introduced to this sold-out crowd. They are set to go as their guys will match up with the Cleveland Browns. Hi again, everyone. I'm Brandon Godden. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. With me, as always, Charles Davis. And, Charles, we look at a matchup like this. It's really the running backs that may take center stage here today.
And in today's football, they're still valuable, not just as runners, but guys who can catch the ball as well. It's really the number of touches that determines things these days.
Matt Day's on the return. So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. They'll have the speedy Tyrod Taylor calling the shots, the former Virginia Tech Hokie.
His athleticism in college was never in question. In fact, many NFL scouts thought he might be better suited to play receiver, but always believed in himself, always wanted to be a quarterback, and continues to prove his worth at that position in the NFL.
Now a play fake here on first down. And no, incomplete. Boy, they took a shot there on the first play, tried to start it out with a bang. But second down. And the Buffet boys, the O-line, hopefully they're ready today.
Listen, you got to feed them first. But if you do, you usually get a great product out on the field. And when they play well, the quarterback can't wait to feed them afterwards.
Taylor incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. Now Taylor to throw again. He's got a man. It's Corey Coleman. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down. Partner, your thoughts on this D-line?
I love a unit that can control the run and get after the passer. This is an all-around terrific defensive front. Hard to move the ball against them on the ground, and then when you want to throw it, look out. Here they come after the quarterback.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Now it's Taylor. Screenplay, Johnson. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a first down.
On 4th down, the Browns hand things over to the veteran Britton Colquitt to punt. A big kick, 50 yards that time with a return of 4. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. So out comes the Redskins offense now onto the field. They'll be led out by the #1 overall selection back in 05 out of the University of Utah. It's Alex Smith.
I think one of the things that attracted people to Alex Smith initially was his mobility, and that's never changed. That guy's a great athlete, but he's so sharp with the football, so accurate, and takes care of it so well, he rarely puts his team in bad situations.
They go play action here on first down. They'll roll him out, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Emmanuel Ogbah able to collapse the pocket and drop him for a loss of a yard.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. Darius Geis, his first carry of the game. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Offensive starters time, Charles, for the Washington Redskins.
Let's look at Josh Dotson, the wide receiver out of TCU. Grew up in Fort Worth. His mom works at the university as a vice president. He actually went to Wyoming first, transferred back to TCU. And boy, is he a high flyer. Throw it up in the air, he'll go up and get it.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. A shotgun snap for Smith. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
And third down is a key down in any game you play. And third down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
So on 4th down, the Redskins will call on Tressway to punt it away. Jabril Peppers deep to receive. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. Throwing now, Taylor on first down. To the right side and complete to Njoku. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. First carry for Carlos Hyde. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he could scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
Here's Britton Colquitt now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his 1st. Crowder now to return. And that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And here come the Redskins now. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. They start on the ground with Geis. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. And the big meat on the D-line, we'll see how they do today.
And I'd hate to be an offensive lineman having to deal with these guys. They come in hungry, mean, and confident. They think that no one can block them.
Here's Smith now on second down. Pass incomplete.
The effort's always going to be there. Everyone's always going to try and make a catch, but underthrown balls, I think, are the toughest ones to come back and get, because usually your momentum's going in the opposite direction when you're trying to stop, break, and come back and get it.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, here's Smith. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Miles Garrett coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Here's Tressway now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. This is fielded at the 27. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. Now the Browns offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. They go play action with Taylor. He's got a man wide open. It's Landry. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs.
So how do you beat man coverage? First of all, you want to be a superior receiver, but you know something, that guy who's covering you, he's usually pretty good too. So the corner route is usually a great spot to get it done.
They'll throw on 1st down with Taylor. Throw left side complete. It's Gordon. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. So we've reached the end of a fairly even first quarter of play. Can't wait to see what the second quarter has in store. We'll head back to FedEx Field after this timeout. Back with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Browns with a football to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a 1st down. From the shotgun, it's Taylor. Flushed out right. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually, a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage. On second down, Taylor. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
So negative yardage, a loss of 3 on second down, and that leads to a tough third down call. Out of the gun, it's Taylor. And he's got his tight end in Njoku. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence. And that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
A first red zone opportunity for the Browns thus far. They've got it first and goal at the 7. They'll run high. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
It's second and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Carlos Hyde, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Browns are able to cash in for 6. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Gonzalez good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So that drive 7 plays in length, and it was capped off by a Carlos Hyde touchdown run. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. Here's Harris to return it. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. So out now come the Redskins. This is their third drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And not too much going there as he'll get it up to the 23-yard line. Michael Kendricks, the linebacker, there to get him down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And, Charles, this infraction is going to be against the offense, false start.
Sometimes you have to get up to the line of scrimmage, make sure your team is set before you begin your cadence.
And that'll set them back 5.
Still second down.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. Following the penalty, it's Geis. And he'll power his way up near the 25. And it looks like a pickup of 6. That leaves him with 7 yards to go on third down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Throwing on third down, Smith. No chance to get away there for Smith as he goes down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for Washington. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This is brought in at the 21. So a minute 55 to go in the first half. Back to FedEx Field following this short break. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. First and 10, it's Taylor. Dumping it off for Johnson. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Taylor now nearly perfect. 9 of 10 in this first half. It's first and 10. From the gun, it's Taylor. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Orlando Scandrick. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
As this unit comes back out there, let's focus in on Darius Geis. And for him, it's been pretty limited involvement. Down on the scoreboard, maybe time to turn to this guy.
And you know me well. Winning games to me means starting with the running game and continuing to press the running game. Maybe you go away from him a little bit now, but the bottom line is he hasn't touched it enough to make a difference.
Well, they haven't established that running game yet. The question is, will they? A good starting spot for the Redskins as they come up 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Smith. That'll be caught right side by Reed. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. On 2nd down, here's Smith. And the Browns' pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Jamie Collins coming hard from that linebacker spot. He drops him for a loss of 11.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
The Redskins on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and a mile. They'll hand it now to Geis. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. All right, so the timeout over and all 11 men back out onto the field for the defense. Here's Tressway now. He's been terrific so far. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. The Browns offense trotting back onto the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. It was DJ Swearinger right there on the coverage.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Taylor incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. Taylor throwing again. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Gordon. And on 3rd and inches, we're going to get a whistle and a timeout as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. And we are back here. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. So the offense takes a timeout, and now we're set to get going. The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. Here's Taylor, operating from the gun. He finds his running back, Hyde. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the 1st half. So we're back in the offense getting set following the call of that timeout. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against?
Encroachment, defense.
And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped. But I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
So a 1st and 5 now after the 5-yard penalty from the neutral zone infraction. Taylor will throw again. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. The intended target was Corey Coleman, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. They'll give to Hyde. And he'll get this up to about the 40. Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard. So we've reached halftime with just the lone touchdown here. 7-0 is our score. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, right, Brandon. Thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone, to this slimmed-down version of the EA Sports halftime report. This one's been a hard-fought battle to this point. 7-0 is the score, with neither offense really able to get on track. But let's not waste any time. We'll get you right back out to Brandon and Charles for the 2nd half.
Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the 2nd half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Time to spotlight the quarterback, Alex Smith. And he has not really been able to have a lot of comfort back there in the pocket. Pressure's been coming at him a lot, hasn't it?
And they've got to figure out how to tamp down that pressure. How do they decrease it? Is it getting rid of the football quicker? You know, shorter drops? Maybe they do something different with their pass blocking and their protection schemes. Maybe you meet them on the line of scrimmage instead of retreating to try and protect your quarterback. They've got to figure something out, though, because you cannot let your guy get hit that much, not if you intend to win.
I know they'd like to erase that video and those 4 sacks that they've seen so far. They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. Throw left side is complete to Reed. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? That sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. On first down, this is Geis. And he'll be tackled right on the midfield logo. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
From the 50, it's Smith. Out to the left here to Reed. And he's brought down. Smith finding his big tight end Reed for a Redskins first. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to float this one deep right side. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Jabril Peppers, a former first-round pick, there on the coverage.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw again, Smith. And a diving grab. I think he got that, yes. First target, first catch, and a first down.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. That's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
On the handoff, it's Geis. And a short gain here down to the 22. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Again, they run. Again, it's Geis. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Holding. Offense.
So on the big tight end, holding. Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
They'll fake it. Now Smith. And his throw's going to be incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Josh Doxson. And now it's 2nd down. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Now we've got whistles here before the snap. Was this on the Redskins? I think so.
False start. Offense.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Out of the gun, Smith. He will find Davis on the left side, complete. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
The Redskins on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. A shotgun snap for Smith. And Davis with it left side. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th.
Well, that's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
So now on 4th down, the Redskins will hand things over to their kicker, Dustin Hopkins. And Hopkins' kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
Following the made field goal for 3, Hopkins now to kick it off. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the 3rd quarter. On 1st down, it's Taylor. Throw left side complete. It's Gordon. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup. Taylor now 12 of 16 thus far. It's 1st and 10. To throw is Taylor. From the gun, he'll throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Gordon. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. A gain of 6 there on first.
If you run an out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now at FedEx Field. It's the Browns football, and they've got the lead here as we start quarter number 4. Now Taylor to throw on 2nd down. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Njoku. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll run it. Here's Hyde. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
They run again with Hyde on first. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Jarvis Landry, 47 yards, and the Browns add 6 to their lead. And Charles, the defender, was there. He just didn't get it.
Sometimes these plays turn into basketball in a sense, with 2 guys going up for the football. Which guy's going to box the other away from it and grab it?
Yeah, I know you hear it a lot, but it's just the will to get it, right?
Oh, without a doubt. The will, as well as some really nice touch on the ball that was thrown.
And some talent, too. Gonzalez to add the PAT. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So that drives 6 plays, 75 yards. And it ends with a touchdown for Cleveland. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
toe
that.
Bash.
Super toe.
On 1st and 10, Smith. Complete. Richardson has it. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Decent start to the drive there. Of course, they need the touchdown, 2-point conversion, and a field goal.
Yeah, those guys are into it. How about the guys on the sidelines? You see the coaches signaling, all the personnel groups up on the sideline, ready to go in and out of the game. They've got to condense their time now in order to try and get back into it.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Smith now to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Carl Nassib able to drop him for a loss of 4.
I remember throughout my career hearing defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. The Redskins on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. From the gun, here's Smith. Looking for Crowder, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Tyrod Taylor now gears up to lead his offense again. And he had the touchdown on the last drive, also 4 for 4. Very, very effective. What does he need to do to translate that forward into this drive?
Not think that what he saw in coverages last time is exactly what he's going to get again. He's got to play ahead and start thinking to himself, okay, we just did that. What are they going to take away now? What do we go to as a counter, and continue to encourage his offensive line to continue to give him time?
They were really good on the last drive. First down, a run with Hyde. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And a short gain down to about the 33. 3 yards is the pickup, but it leaves them still needing 11 here on 3rd down. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. Handoff comes to Hyde. And he'll go down at the 28. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. And now following that timeout, the defense back out onto the field. Zane Gonzalez now to try the Browns field goal from the right hash. This from 45 yards away. And Gonzalez puts this one through. And they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. So they settle for just the 3. But clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt. Obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off. But they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
After the field goal, here's Gonzalez to kick it off. Here's Harris to return it. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Alex Smith in the offense heading out for their next possession. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Josh Doxson's got it complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. And he drops this off to Thompson, complete. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down. Clock running as the Redskins try to hurry up. Here's Smith now on 2nd down. And a quick throw here that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That's good for a Redskin first down. Richardson on the reception from Smith. Now Smith finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Smith throwing again. And that's going to be incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. The Redskins on 3rd down. They're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. To the air again, Smith. And some room to roam now. He's got the first down here inside the 30. A good pick up there of 20 yards. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Now a first down throw. It's Smith. He'll check it down to Geis. Great move, but still wrangled before reaching the 20. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. So the offense took the timeout. Looks like they're ready to go as we get set to resume the action. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Operating from the gun, Smith. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. Jordan Reed was the intended target. 3rd down here.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
The Redskins on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. So it looks like somebody may have forgotten the snap count, and a 5-yard penalty ensues.
False start, offense.
And maybe they were coming with a blitz that time, and it caused a jump.
I think if we saw it, you know that they saw it. Might have been a little discussion down there. Bad guys coming. Pick them up, pick them up. And someone jumped.
So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. Smith now operating from the gun. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. And we're back. The offense had a chance to talk things over. We'll see what they come up with here on this next play. They'll come out in the pistol. Back to throw, Smith. And this is caught. So it's a late touchdown, but maybe too late. Still a little time left on the clock, however.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
it doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
Hopkins with the extra point, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. A 10-play drive that time, and it was polished off by a Redskin touchdown. So with just a few ticks left, they need a miracle. And this will be recovered by the Browns hands team, and that should just about write a finish to this one. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
Taylor to a knee, and that ought to just about do it. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted, no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we sign off from Landover.